What if the answer to a better driving truck wasn't in some high-tech future? What if it's been hiding in plain sight for over 40 years? This is the story of a classic car-truck hybrid, a beautiful automotive misfit that secretly outshines today's giants in the ways that truly matter. This is the story of the El Camino. First things first, to really get the El Camino, you have to throw out the modern truck manual. Today, a truck is built on a massive heavy-duty ladder frame, with the cab and bed dropped on as separate pieces. It's designed from the ground up to be a tool. But the El Camino was never just a tool, it was an idea. Born in an era of wild automotive experiments, its core concept was brilliant in its simplicity. What if you built a pickup on a passenger car platform? The second generation, the one that really paved the legend, it wasn't based on a truck at all. It was born from the Chevrolet Chevelle, one of the most iconic muscle cars of the time. This wasn't a truck trying to be comfortable. This was a comfortable, great handling car that happened to have a bed. Think about that. The entire design started with the driver's experience, the ride, the handling, the feeling from behind the wheel, and then added utility. Today's trucks do the exact opposite. They start with max payload and towing, then try to engineer comfort back into a platform that's fundamentally utilitarian. It's a completely backward approach, and you feel it. The El Camino wasn't a compromise. It was a fusion of a muscle car's soul and a pickup's practicality. It was a vehicle that knew you might need to haul lumber on Friday, but you'd still want to go for a real drive on Saturday. The first place this forgotten philosophy smacks you in the face is the ride. Drive any new heavy-duty truck down a normal, imperfect road. You feel everything. It's stiff, it's jittery. The hardcore suspension engineered to handle a ton of weight treats an empty bed like a total afterthought. You bounce, you jostle, and you feel completely disconnected from the road. The truck is built for the extreme, and it punishes you for living in the everyday. Now, drive that same road in a well-kept El Camino. The difference is night and day. Because it's built on a car's architecture, a full perimeter frame, not a stiff truck chassis, it behaves like a car. The suspension is designed to soak up bumps for passenger comfort, not just to bear a massive load. It glides. It flows with the road instead of fighting against it. There's less of that classic pickup truck shake and shudder. It just feels cohesive, planted. This isn't about old tech versus new tech. It's about purpose. The El Camino's purpose was to give you the comfort of a sedan, and that DNA is baked into every mile. It doesn't need 1,000 pounds in the bed to feel settled, because it was never just a beast of burden. It was designed for people first. But where the debate really ends is the second you turn the wheel. Take a modern truck into a set of corners. You feel its size, you feel its height, you get a ton of body roll, that feeling of piloting a barge that would much rather be going in a straight line. The steering is often feather light and numb, completely isolating you from what the tires are actually doing. It gets the job done, but it's a clumsy detached experience. The El Camino, on the other hand, thinks it's a muscle car, because, well, it is. With a much lower center of gravity and the Chevelle's front end, it dives into corners with an eagerness modern trucks just can't touch. You sit in an El Camino, not on top of it. The steering is direct. You feel the road buzzing through the wheel. It's an analog, engaging, and downright fun experience. And let's not forget what Chevy was putting under the hood. You could get an El Camino SS with a 396 or even the monster 4.5 4 cubic inch big block V8. We're talking about the legendary LS6 engine, which back in 1970 was factory rated at a sky-high 450 gross horsepower. This wasn't just a car with a bed. It was a legitimate performance machine that could humble sports cars of its day, all while carrying your stuff in the back. A combination that has all but vanished today. Park a new truck next to a classic El Camino. The modern truck is an exercise in aggressive angles, giant grills, hoods that are as tall as your shoulders, complex lines everywhere. It's designed to look tough, to project this image of unbreakable capability, but often it's just an assembly of parts. The El Camino is different. It's pure style, the way the roofline flows seamlessly from the cabin into the bed, the clean lines, the perfect proportions. It's automotive art. It's a design that's both elegant and useful, a rolling contradiction that just works. It didn't need to scream about how tough it was. Its swagger was effortless. This is why the El Camino has become a cultural icon, while many modern trucks, for all their capability, risk becoming forgettable appliances. It has a soul, it has a story, it represents a time when car makers weren't afraid to get a little weird and create something that broke the mold. It's no wonder the collector market for them is so strong, with prime examples from the muscle car peak of 1969 to 1972 being highly sought after. People aren't just buying a vehicle, they're buying a piece of history and a statement. But hey, that's just my take. I believe this forgotten philosophy of putting the driving experience first created something more satisfying to own and drive than most of its modern equals. What do you think? Is there still a place for a true rear-wheel drive V8 powered muscle truck in today's world? Let me know down in the comments. Don't get me wrong, if I had to tow 10,000 pounds or crawl over a serious off-road trail, I'd grab the keys to a new truck in a heartbeat. They are phenomenal tools and marvels of engineering, but for the other 99% of the time, the daily commute, the weekend trip, or just going for a drive for the hell of it, the El Camino's philosophy wins. It delivers a more comfortable ride, more engaging handling, and a timeless sense of style. It's a powerful reminder that bigger, more complex, and more tech-heavy isn't always better. The El Camino is a rolling testament to a brilliant idea that a vehicle can be useful and beautiful, practical and thrilling, all at the same time. It proves you don't have to sacrifice the soul of a car to get the utility of a truck, and that is why, even after all these years, it still outshines the giants.